Buenos dias. Today is November 1st. I can't believe it's November 1st already. Here we are. I am reporting in, and I have taken a little bit of time off again. I'm still dealing with some technological storage issues. I still need some to get updated and clear off my computer, so it's on my list. And I also kind of needed some time to process all of this. You know, it's a lot of energy sort of realizing what is actually happening, what we're actually seeing. It begs lots of questions and lots of unanswered questions. And so I really, you know, it's one thing to see it out there on TV and sensationalized by theater and so forth. And then it's another thing to really experience it and have your own connection. And I will say it's nothing like what they say on TV. I feel like there's a lot of fear propaganda that's being promoted with this extraterrestrial influence that many of us are starting to become aware of, and that actually I think the higher powers at bay are starting to allow this information to come forth. So a lot of people call it taking the red pill, right? Once you see and experience life from other places, you have to ask, who are they? What are they doing here? Who are we? What are we doing here? And how does all this fit together? You know, what's going on? Because I feel like the media and the movies put such a fear-based slant on it, I think it's important to say that, you know, these star nations, they have been here long before we ever have. Hundreds of thousands of millions of years since the Earth was born, there has been highly intelligent influence. And so they've been here longer than we have. And so therein lies another bigger question of who are we and what are we doing? The other thing is, you know, there's never been any negative experiences that, as far as I'm concerned, with my experience. You know, no abductions, no harvesting of organs or things of that nature. I think that when we deal with other star nations and systems, it's very much similar to our existing world environment. There's good guys and there's bad guys. They're all out there. And so we have to be careful and discerning and make sure that we're playing with the right cards. So that's something important to say. And so my experience has been nothing but really positive, very spiritual, and I'm learning information that I don't think I ever would possibly come across. One of the things that I have done during this little time of processing is I consulted a friend of mine. There's not really many people that you can sort of consult with in this area of UFOs and things of that nature. So, but there's a gentleman, this guy Peter Maxwell Slattery. He's really awesome. I met him up at the Slattery Ranch in April or May, I think. And he is one of the most intuitive individuals I've ever met. He also does a lot of great photography and has a lot of incredible experiences of his own on a daily basis, sort of similar to this. And he's got contact, you know, he's got information, he's got connection. So I had a meeting with him to get clarification and to get some more understanding as to what and who these beings are. And so he really lit me up and gave me a ton of great juicy nuggets to chew on. And I'm going to share them with you. Some of them I feel it's kind of personal, and some of it might be information that you may or may not be ready for. And some of it might be old news to some of you. So one or the other, it's all information, which I think is important. a couple of things he said. So he identified the individuals, a couple of individuals that have been connecting here. One is from the Pleiadian star system, and it's a male, and he gave him he received the name of Makeda. So I really enjoyed that. And the other is a being from the Orion star system, and I get this energy really strong, and it's very much a playful energy. And I actually had a dream and saw this little being. Peter said his name is Tamika, and he's blue, and he's probably like no more than 2.5 or 3 feet. He's got little antennas and cute black eyes. He kind of has the nose of like a bull terrier, but he's super smart, wise beyond all of us human beings on the planet put together. And so he's part of the kind of the star conglomerate that's here. And then there's the others. There's the golden ones that I had mentioned. I hadn't gotten information on them from Peter, but there are some golden ones that float around with him, with these two as well, I think, among others. So that's been really interesting. And then in my recent meditations and contacts, I have been calling them out by name, and they respond. They fly in and fly through, and so I have names. And again, I have to step back and laugh at myself, because when my brother was little, he was 6 years old, and he had 2 imaginary friends, and as older people and the adults in the family, they would all laugh. Oh, Sean, my brother, he's talking to his imaginary friends, and he had names for them, and their names were Pokey and Jaka, and I actually had to sit there for days trying to remember what their imaginary names were, and I literally just remembered today. So, we all thought that it was super cute and special that he had these imaginary friends, but I gotta wonder now if they were really imaginary, because I don't know. I think imaginary is just another dimension, another level, another extension of our heart and our creative, right-brained self. So Sean, my brother, I feel bad about laughing at you all those years, because I've got my own imaginary friends up here now. So I'm going to end it on that. I feel like I'm about ready to go into some deeper topics. There was more information that Peter gave me around why they're here, and some deeper dark information as to some current events that are happening in our area and so forth. But I want to keep it positive, and I feel like I'm of the light forces, and we can stamp out the dark pretty easily with just simply awareness and consciousness, and not fueling their propaganda and that energy, by talking about it. I mean, we got to talk about it, but we don't want to feel it. Anyhow, I'm gonna sign off by this. This week I only have still shots available for you. I didn't really have time to go through all the videos. It takes a little bit more time to clip the videos out, to slow them down and so forth. So I just have still shots. I have some pretty good still shots, even with my iPhone. I've just been using my iPhone. So I'll give you several of those still shots, several photobomb selfies, which I really love, and I think they do too. And just some overall general shots. I took a couple videos and footage on Halloween, and I got a really cool, it looks like the bat. It's like the Batmobile. I think it's one of the first photos that comes after this video here. So thanks for all your comments I get, both personal comments and public comments, and I appreciate everybody taking a look at this and being on the journey with me, and I hope again that it creates wonder and mind opening and awareness and consciousness. There's more to life than CNN. All right, signing out. Thanks again for watching. Have a great, beautiful day.